Gas chromatography, also known as a GC machine, is currently the gold standard for testing. It can test down to approximately 1 part per billion. That's about 10,000 times more powerful than a smoke detector. In agriculture, GC machines are used to prove the integrity of food products. One of its primary uses is to detect organic compounds, including ethylene. Ethylene is an organic compound released by a produce when it begins to ripen, and it's currently the most accurate way to determine the health of fresh produce and when it will achieve optimal ripeness for consumption. A sample of the air from the environment the produce is being stored in is analysed according to the levels of ethylene it has in it. Most countries, including America, requires companies to test and report their results to ensure high quality goods. But in this video, I want to talk about the top 4 GC alternatives in agriculture. Before we go any further, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Each time that thumb turns blue, it helps YouTube to know to show this video with more people. Starting with number 4, human sensory. This involves opening up the cool room to take samples of the produce. This is often known as a 5-part test, as it involves our 5 senses, including sight, observing the color and shape; smell, things like strength; taste, sweet, sour; hearing, what it sounds like when it's opened or eaten; feeling, is it hard or soft. The produce is then graded and compared to normal levels to determine if it is in a healthy state. Number 3, CO2 or respiratory. Fresh produce can breathe in oxygen and out carbon dioxide just like humans. We can measure the ripeness stage of apples, for instance, by measuring the amount of oxygen they are respirating as it changes depending on their ripeness stage. Number 2, refractometer. A refractometer measures the refraction of light through a liquid. When certain produces like pears, tomatoes, and berries begin to ripen, their sugar level increases and makes the liquid more solid. By placing some of the produce's liquid over the lens, we can measure the level at which light reflects. This gives us a current ripeness level according to the sugar volume. And number 1, environmental sensor. Environmental sensors measure the oxygen, carbon dioxide, temperature, pressure, and ethylene down to 1 part per billion of the atmosphere surrounding the produce. By measuring 24/7 and relaying this information back to an AI system, it can quickly spot patterns and increases, allowing ripeness predictions to be made up to 9 months in advance. The more data points you can get, and the more often you get them, equates to more accurate results and predictions. So that's our top 4 GC alternatives in agriculture. If there are any others that you know of, please let us know in the comment sections below. We would love to hear from you. And since you've made it to the end of the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more weekly content from us. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.